Hey guys, Roko here, and today we're playing Final Fight from the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle. And we begin. Metro City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruined by... Okay, I can't read this fast. Just hope you can read fast, because I cannot read fast enough for this text. They learned of hackers' plans. They took immediate action to bring this new... Okay, yeah, I can't read this fast. And I'm not going to even try to voice act here because I need the game to actually pause so I can read all the dialogue in the proper voices. Anyway, we're waiting. And hey, my game's not lagging at all. That's awesome. Oh... Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something interesting about this guy when we deal with him. And there's Capcom. Uh-oh, Jessica's been kidnapped! You guys better get on that! And as we see here, we are introduced to our characters. Okay, let me explain basically. Cody is the balance type, Hagrid's the power type, and Guy's the speed type. I'm gonna play Guy because I'm a speed type kind of person. And we immediately start. Hey, get back here! Hey! Get back here, Thrasher! If that's even your real name. I'll explain that in a minute. As I kick the crap out of bad guys. The controls are basically attack button to attack, jump button to jump, out, and both do special move. You walk up to an opponent to grab them and throw them. You have to push up against the opponent, so it can be a little tricky if you don't time it right, like this. And enemies can hit you from off screen sometimes, so that is something to be careful about. Jumping attack, however, is pretty good. Same with the... I forgot what it's called exactly. Well, I just call it special move, because that's how special moves usually work in a beat 'em up, is they take a little bit of your health, basically. I believe the trope is specifically called cast from hit points. By the way, you're about to... See how that guy spilled a little blood when I threw a knife at the guy? Well, in the Super Nintendo version, since Nintendo had a bit of a thing against blood during that era, basically, they made it so that the hit effect and the sound would basically just be the same as if you were punching or hitting with a lead pipe, pretty much. Interesting fact, huh? And we've gone through an abandoned building back to the streets. Well, alright. And we beat up some crooks. Okay, let's let two of them come at a time, and we beat up these guys. Axl, I'm gonna guess he's based on... I'm gonna guess the name is based on Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. Probably? And... Oh, you may notice. Yep. The name. Yeah. Excuse my language, but this boss is actually named Damned in Japan instead of Thrasher. Thrasher was done because Nintendo didn't like the swearing in his name, basically. Even though it is spelled differently. It's spelled D-A-M-N-D instead of D-A-M-N-E-D, basically. And yeah, okay, if one of my folks come in here complaining that I sweared, I'll just tell them that I was explaining the difference in the naming, or something like that. I don't know. But if that offends you, I apologize for the swearing, but I had to kind of explain the name, basically. But anyway, I mean, especially since there's two different reasons why it was censored. One, it's a swear word, according to certain groups of people, and okay, I'll get on to the female thugs in a... Ow! Ow! Okay, that's it. You guys are screwed. Hoo-yah! Hoo-yah! Come on! Come on! You must be a darned fool if you thought you could beat me. Round 1 clear, yeah! Anyway, what I was saying is that that name could be considered a curse word and also a religious reference, even though it's not spelled the same way. And that was a problem for Nintendo in the 90s. Oh yeah, about Roxy and Poison. These two kinda tacky ladies. One, there was a comment, well, what? She has a bit of an interest in history. At least Roxy does. The history is that lead pipe, lead pipe, lead pipe. No, stay away. No, stay away. I don't know what you got. I don't know what kind of germs you got. Screw you. Ugh. Don't you just hate it when a bunch of stupid thugs go after you, especially one that kinda looks like a 80s hooker or something? Yes, I know what that is. Please don't ask how I know. Not just kidding, it's just something I learned as I grew up, basically. But anyway. Ow. Ugh. Something about, Andres is that basically, Andres can be a little tough to fight head-on if you don't time your attacks correctly. Because of that. And yeah, they can slam into you with a ground pound. And yeah, they might do it multiple times at once, so that's something to be careful about, by the way. Yeah, this is the first enemy that has a very specific pattern other than Poison. Poison's pattern is that she flips around, kind of like what Guy just did, basically. But anyway, anyway, what was I going to say about Poison and Roxy? Oh yeah, Poison was, like, the thing is, some have argued that Poison was actually going to be, since Poison was a female, North America Nintendo thought, oh heck no to that, and basically, decided to take her out of the game along with Roxy, although Capcom argued, oh no, she's just a guy that looks like a girl. Yep, they were trying to argue Poison was a trap before traps really became popular, basically. And basically, what they were basically they were just trying to get around the whole no-hitting women thing. Now, to be fair, there are plenty of evil women and men in fiction, just like there are good ones, so I don't see why. So, okay, someone like me that's more modern, but raised on some older values, while I can kind of understand where the older values come from, they are a bit questionable when you think about the logic and realism behind it. Video games aren't known for realism, obviously, but it seems like taking away two female baddies, especially two of them that were pretty memorable, just to follow some rule that kind of ignored a big part of reality, being that, hey, females can be bad guys too, you know. It's kind of weird and funny to me at the same time, in terms of what Capcom with Japan tried to do to get around this. However, funny enough, you know what I just said about them arguing that she's a dude dressed up like a female? Well, that's kinda technically not true either, because, well, apparently one version of her backstory originally planned is that she was actually going to be a transsexual character originally. However, since she was the only one with a backstory, and she wasn't actually a boss character or a normal character, they decided, you know what, screw the backstory, she'll just be a female. Just an everyday female. We really shouldn't be bothered by this anyway. Not that we're bothered by the transsexual thing, it's just that the whole we can't have an evil female thing is kinda dumb. But unfortunately we gotta play by Nintendo of America's rules, so we'll just add two dudes in who basically fight like Roxy and Poison. And that's basically what happened. Ow! 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 Oh, come on! Ow! Okay, that's it. You guys are getting Knife! Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, the knife guys, they're actually quite good at sniping you from a distance with their knives. Also, the big guys, they charge at you, and when they're charging, it's hard to actually deal damage to them. However, you can grab enemies as they're getting up and throw them around. Like I just... Ow, 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 ow. Stop squeezing my brains out, you idiot! Anyway, basically, that's really all for trivia that I know of. Basically. You know, it's kind of funny. I was expecting the trivia to play more of a role throughout this entire video, but no, it's just the very beginning, where we had a bunch of trivia. But now I can explain the enemy patterns. You see the guys with the, sort of Kenshiro-style clothing? Yeah, those guys are pretty much just basic as heck thugs that are kinda weak in general, but can be dangerous in packs. The knife-wielding guys, they either throw knives, slide under you to sweep you off your feet, or they perform an attack where they jump above you and stab you in the head, pretty much. And now we got a fight. Oh yeah, this is another piece of trivia. The opponent known as Sodom. Yeah, you can guess why his name was changed in the US version. Because it sounded too much like the term sodomy, basically. However, the actual term is a Japanese term, basically. I forgot what the term means, though, unfortunately, but... yeah, the guy is actually an American who wants to live by the code of a samurai, for whatever reason. Now, granted, samurais are cool folk, but they weren't always the cool... but, I mean, they didn't always have the best mentality towards failure, if you know what I mean, basically. But anyway, as you can see here, he mostly uses charging attacks, slashing attacks, or grapples, basically. And he's not very good when he's not wielding his swords. Masamane. Yeah, Masamane, by the way, is the name of a legendary Japanese sword that grew power from drawing blood from its enemies. And we're now on the most iconic part of the game. Well, one of the most iconic parts of the game. Breaking this car! And... now note, this minigame was not actually censored in any version of the game. However, there is a censorship for this particular minigame in the Super Nintendo version. And I'm gonna break the car so I can show you what I'm talking about. Yeah! Screw you, thug! Screw you and your car. Screw you. And perfect goodbye. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, in the Japanese version, he says, "Oh my god!" He also says this in the American arcade version. Yeah, most of these censorships are not present in the American arcade version, only in the home console ports. That's something I did forget to mention here, basically. But anyway, let's fight some more guys. Woohoo! Spin attack! Ow! Ah, Andre, you always ruin my cool streak. Ooh, I feel like a real street brawler. Ow! And I got hit like a real one too, I guess. Ouch. You know how it mentioned Guy having an off-the-wall technique? Well, Guy doesn't seem to have it here for some reason. Or at least I never figured out how to actually get it to work. Or maybe that's just flavor text, since he's a ninja character, basically. A ninja that doesn't do a good job of, well, being an actual ninja, given that he kind of shows his face and wears bright clothes, when ninjas actually wore dark clothes. Well, okay, granted, ninjas did sometimes wear white to contrast certain environments, basically. And sometimes they did, well, they mostly wore not black, but dark blue, because it was easier to camouflage in the night sky that way. And yeah, you see this bar right here? It was called a club in the Super Nintendo versions of the game, but in the arcade and Japanese version, it's just referred to as a bar. As you can see here, everyone is just relaxing, maybe having a drink or two. I'm not into alcohol personally, but I'm not gonna ruin their okay time as long as they're not getting like wasted and deciding to get into the fight themselves. Because if they do, I cannot promise I won't fight back. Especially with these knife-throwing douchebags. Ow! Okay, anyway. Yeah! Booyah! Haha! Break! Ooh, another lead pipe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh yeah, there's these fire guys that kind of look like the knife guys, but what they do is basically throw flames. No, you can actually break the Molotov cocktails by kicking them. Anyway, there seems to be a bar fight here that nobody is interested in except these guys. I think I know why. I think the bartender thought to himself, you know what, this just ain't a proper bar without a bar fight every once in a while. So there's this group of professionals, ran by the Mad Gear Gang, the bad guys of this game by the way, who decided to run a "we'll make a bar fight for you" service, basically. At least, that's what I like to imagine. One more time. Bang! Knocked out. Haha. I'm gonna keep this pipe with me, in case. And it's slowing down a little. Okay, that's, not the greatest thing. Hey, what's here? Hey! Let go of me, you stupid! Ah! Let go of me, you ape! Ah! Let go! Ah! Why was I dragged here? Oh, great! 2 idiots! Oh, great! 2 idiots! For the price of 1. Awesome. Just awesome. Yeah. 2 of these guys together can be quite brutal. Whoa! Ow! Sword! The ancient Japanese art of katana. To the face. You cannot defy my katana. You cannot defy my dai katana. Which literally just means big sword. In Japanese. Not referencing dai katana, because I've never played that game and I've heard that game was kinda garbage. By the people who have played it. And the only FPSs I've really played are TF2, Gmod, and 8-Bit Deathmatch, which is a Mega Man fan game. But anyway, we gotta beat up these thugs here. Ooh, lead pipe again. Okay, we went from suburbs to, well, some streets and suburbs to what looks like a red light district. At least from what I can guess. And she just got a knife to the face. Or to the gut. I wasn't paying attention because I was busy trying to beat up that other guy. And I'm gonna keep this pipe with me because the pipe makes you feel extra safe. Carry a pipe. It gives you both protection and a way to bludgeon idiots in the red light district. Just don't try to use it on your lady friend though. Or your male friend if you're into that. You might be sad. You'll be sad. If they decide to use their own lead pipe on you. Ouch! Anyway, this is Eddie. A corrupt cop that you run into in a, well, I guess this isn't the red light district technically, it's sort of just a Chinatown district, but I kinda called it the red light district because it looked like we were at a bar at first, well, at a bar during part of the stage, but anyway. Ow. I'm back. What did I miss? Oh, nothing. And yes, Eddie cheats by pulling out a gun, basically. And yeah, he's a crooked cop, so of course he has a gun. And of course he's annoying. Because gun enemies can be quite annoying in beat-em-ups. But anyway, and yeah, as you can see, while it seems like I'm getting through this surprisingly smooth for an arcade game that likes to eat your quarters, I'm getting through this kind of smoothly, but trust me, it requires a decent amount of skill, even with the infinite lives, basically. Well, I say infinite lives because it's kind of based on the arcade system of more quarters equal more credits. And now we're in the industrial area. Fire! Fire! Everybody evacuate the, factory immediately because there's a fire here! And yeah, we have, as you can see, another trend of beat-em-ups. Recolored enemies. Now note, Double Dragon was actually the one that started a lot of tropes involving beat-em-ups. Final Fight, though, just was considered something that perfected the formula, basically. Or at least perfected the standard version of the formula. Ow. Ow. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Stop setting on fire, factory! This is why we're not supposed to fight in here, idiots. We're supposed to leave the factory if it's on fire! Also, who the heck thought this was a good idea? To make a walkway on top of the molten lava! Molten metal, technically, since it is a factory. But still! Schematics! Why are we fighting here? This is a stupid idea! But a cool location, admittedly. Anyway, okay, a little bit of lag from OBS, unfortunately. Luckily, we haven't been running into this too often. And we can appreciate the animations a little bit more. Hoo-yo! Boom, boom, bing, boom, pa! Boom, boom, bing, pa, kia! Hey, 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 kia! Nice! Kia! 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 Yes, sir! Ow! Yes, sir! Ow! Hey! You don't interrupt the... Hey! Hey, stop doing that, jerk! Ow! Hey, jerk ass, stop doing that! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Ow! Ow, ow, my leg. Ow, 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 ow. I think I got punched. I didn't get punched in the leg, I think I got punched in the balls. Ow. Okay. Ow. And as you can see, we're in even deeper in the factory, but at least there's no flames now. You know, that makes me wonder why there's no safety net or something for that fiery bit of the factory. Huh. Whatever. I can still do this. And I'm already halfway through the game, basically. Well, more than halfway, technically. Now, you're probably wondering, how am I going through this so fast? Well, this is an old-school arcade beat-em-up, meaning it's built to be short, but challenging, basically. It's meant to be a short but challenging. In fact, this is kind of where that short but challenging aspect of old-school gaming comes from. In fact, arcade games. Now, I didn't talk about this aspect quite as much in my Metal Slug Games videos, but I think that's more because I just didn't think about the point at the time. Okay, we're on an elevator now. Well, it's like one of those work elevators or one of those window cleaning elevators. And now we've got a jackass with grenades. And who's this jackass, you ask? Hold on. You'll find out in a second. After I kick the crap out of these guys. None other than... Okay, nope, not yet. Oh, crap. Can we please let the guy show up before... He is... Rolento. A mercenary with grenades, a rod, and a crap ton of grenades. Ouch! That hurt. Hey. Knife to meet you. Oh, crap. Knife to meet. Ow. Not knife to meet you. Not nice to meet you. Knife to meet you. I said. Ow. Hey, give me a slice of that action. And let's fight. Come on. And yes, he's gonna start throwing grenades like a dirty little cheater, basically. Because he cannot handle the fact that I am actually whooping his behind without dying too much this time. Okay, is it me or am I doing better when I'm doing a let's play of this than I did on my own time? Whatever. Whatever. It happens like that sometimes. Ah, my butt's on fire. My butt's on fire. My hair's on fire! Actually, my everything's on fire! Ouch! Fire bad! Fire bad! Grab's good, though! You know what, Rolento? You sure get a... Hey, Rolento, you sure... I gotta say, Rolento, you sure get a... You sure do get a... You must get a... kick! Hold on, no. You must get a kick out of pissing people off! And, he kind of blew himself up. Well, poor guy. He gave up so fast. Well, okay, he does come back in later games, especially in Street Fighter Alpha and Street Fighter 4. Anyway, this is a glass breaking minigame. All you gotta do is basically break glass. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Perfect again. Oh my god! This ninja guy is breaking glass too! Is he no different from the Mad Gear gang that wants to cause total havoc? Oh, screw it. Never mind. Our mayor got kidnapped and this guy is actually trying to help us. So, our mayor's daughter got kidnapped, and this guy wants to help us. So let him. So, let him break stuff if he has to. He'll pay for it later anyway. Wait, what? I don't think I ever agreed to that. To that deal. Yes, you did. Or you're going to jail. Oh, yes, I did agree to that, didn't I? Huh. And that was a bit of improv for you people. And we are going down the bay and dock to kick the crap out of people. Hi, little puppers! Sorry you had to see me wipe that guy out, puppers, but... What a cute little puppers. Bye, little puppers. Not as cute as my cat, though. Nobody's as cute as my cat. But anyway, enough about animals. Let's get back to talking about kicking the crap out of these guys. Yeah, you can see all three flavors of big wrestler dude. We have the Asian spice flavor, we have the Cool Ranch flavor, and the zesty barbecue flavor version of these guys. And yes, I am calling that because of their color schemes and their names. Basically, Wong Hu. That's what I'm asking you! And there's a little bit of slowdown. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Ow! Yeah, bad idea! No screwing around, Roko. You really gotta kick the crap out of these idiots. And all three flavors of them. Ow. Wow, such a bull flavor of weirdo. Huh. I wonder why I call him the barbecue guy, because he is the bull barbecue guy. Colors-wise, that is. Because he's wearing all black, basically. Anyway. Ow! I don't know why I just made those food puns, but I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I have a weird kind of humor sometimes. Speaking of flavors, though, pineapple. Yummy. I especially hope I can find some pineapple juice, because that's some good stuff right there. Pineapple juice. Ow! Oh, come on! Ah. Okay. Ah! Haha! Yeah! Booyah! And yeah, okay, that's one interesting thing about this stage is drum cans! Training me to become a one-day... Wait, are they training me to become some kind of PewDiePie impersonator? Because I am starting to really not like these barrels right now. But anyway. Okay. And the slowdowns are becoming a bit of a ow! Pain in the butt! But I will owie my face! Oh no, please don't, That was close. Thanks, random guy, for throwing the knife at that fuse. That was cool. Thanks for saving my ass. That could have been bad. Thank you, whoever. Ow! Well, it clearly wasn't that guy. Or that guy that saved my butt. It was clearly some other one we haven't seen. Whoever he is. And yeah, that's kind of something you can do in some situations, is actually grab the guy and then perform a jumping attack to hit. And now we are in the bathroom. Do you see what's written on here? The word sexy. When you say sexy and bathroom together, I don't tend to put those words together. Bathroom and, STDs. Definitely, but not bathroom and sexy. No, those words don't go together in a sentence. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I know there's not much to say here, basically, in some of these stages, because they're basically just, well, they're kind of the same layout, but with different elements going on in the stage, and different background objects. You know, the soundboard, you know, I will admit, though, that I actually have a sort of soundboard on my phone with Final Fight music from the Super Nintendo version. I gotta say, the Super Nintendo version is a little bit better music-wise than the arcade version, at least in my opinion. So I think maybe that's because the Super Nintendo version actually has more volume to its music compared to the arcade version. Or that could just be me talking too much, I don't know. But part of me does kind of prefer the Super Nintendo version of the music. And some of it I prefer the arcade version. And some I kind of prefer the Mighty Final Fight version, which was actually a version of Final Fight for the game, well, for the NES, believe it or not. And it was also ported to Game Boy Color, if I remember correctly, as part of a collection of games, basically. By the way, I forgot what I was going to say, but... Oh, by the way... Hey, cool! A telephone booth, cool! Well, I guess we can't have any doctors coming from that anymore. Whoops. I guess we're screwed. Because we kinda lost our doctor. I mean, but seriously, that almost immediately reminded me of some of the Doctor Who stuff I watched. I can't remember some of it though, but I at least can't remember what episode it was though exactly. Because I think I've only watched a couple so far. Because I'm not as into British TV basically as I am Japanese and US TV basically. And even then I'm more into internet videos in general. So I can't remember some of these details other than some of the stuff I was recommended by some of my favorite YouTubers. Like, if you want to talk to or watch someone who's a real fan of Doctor Who and stuff, Dr. Melting Man 234. He's a cool guy that looks up beta stuff about video games, basically, and unreleased stuff in general media. Recommend him. Although some of the facts I've actually learned about Final Fight actually come from a guy named NecroVMX. Basically. Now, okay. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, he actually pointed out elements of the Poison story and elements of stuff that was censored in Final Fight, along with quite a few other games. In fact, I think he was one of the first people to do videos relating to video game trivia before game theory. Well, not game theory, I meant, you know, gaming started doing stuff like that. But anyway, alright, cut food. And hey, we're in front of the Statue of Liberty. How are you? How are you? You beauty of liberty? How are you? Oh, don't mind me, I'm just slicing these idiots that want to ruin everybody's day. Anyway, we're flying through more guys. And I don't know how to read that exactly. And I don't know if I should be concerned about that or not. But anyway. Okay. These guys are not lasting very long. Okay, nice. Okay, that's gotta... Let me just make sure I'm actually recording though, because... Oh yeah, I am recording. Okay, good, because if I wasn't, I'd be really mad. Just as mad as this guy, Abigail. Some of you might know him from Street Fighter V, because he was actually a Season 2 DLC character in Street Fighter V. And this is actually where he originates from. Now what's interesting is that, basically, in Mighty Final Fight for the for the NES, Abigail actually had a grapple move where he would actually kiss your player character and then throw them backwards, basically. That's one interesting fact already about him, and ow! Although in this one, he basically just chokes you and then throws you. I mean, obviously, I'm not into being kissed by dudes, obviously, because I'm just not into dudes, basically, but, well, at least that would be better than getting my neck broke and then thrown onto my back, like that. Ow. Ugh. That's it, you're going down. You are going down. Ow. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's it. I'm getting really tired of your bullcrap, Abigail. And I gotta say, your name just doesn't seem to fit your design, I have to admit. At least... Though I... Actually... Though I actually think he's a pretty cool looking character here in terms of his actual... Like, he's actually just a edited... Well, a sprite edit and recolor of Abigail, of... Ah, crap. I meant to say Abe. Crap. I can't remember his name. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. And I also got thrown. Double darn it. Ow. Ow. Well, I'll be thrashed then if I let this guy take another credit from me. And if you paid attention to my first bit of trivia, you'd realize I just made a joke, basically. No! No rage! No rage! And you got butt attacked. Ha! Smell my farts, idiot. Smell my farts. Anyway, what was the name of the... I can't remember the name of the guy. Oh, crap, I can't remember the name of the guy. I really can't remember the... And now we are on the streets again. But this time a slightly fancier street, I guess. Well, a slightly more... I guess a cleaner street, I suppose. Ignore the background noise. Because, well, I'm trying to record here and there's a bit of background noise going on. Like, it seems like there's a bit of background noise or talking in the background. It's just because I think a couple of people at my house are discussing something. I'm not sure what they're discussing though, but that's not important right now. Right now. Hold on.
You don't know he?
Hold on. Hey, there's a little bit of a issue with the audio syncing during this part of the video. It's only because, well, I had to pause right quick because I was talking to a family member or two when they came in. And plus, my cat came in, so I was playing with her before starting back my recording. But now that I'm done speaking with my family members and playing with my cat, I can get back to this and finish things up here. I mean, I don't mind being interrupted as long as there's a reason, as long as there's a good reason for it, basically. Or as long as I'm not in the middle of something that takes a lot of time to complete, basically, like a long play. But granted, since I have to use the Mora program anyway to actually put videos together, since I actually record the audio on my phone for my chatting while I actually record the gameplay audio from the computer. I know that sounds like a weird system, but trust me, it does work for the most part. And it makes this also feel like a recording studio. Wait, was I just walking backwards? Dude, this ain't the time for moonwalking. You got a boss to fight. And we're going up the elevator, going up, 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 going up, going up, going up, up, going up, going up. Okay, thank you. And okay. Sun music change. And yeah, this is actually one of the last two areas of the game. We gotta go through a whole mob of these guys, and then what we gotta do after that is fight the final boss and, well, game beat. And unfortunately, I could not do any voice acting for this game because the title, actual cutscene text goes by super fast, basically. And yeah, that is a little bit of that's going to be maybe a slight issue with reading the dialogue in some of these, is that the text goes by so fast that you actually need to pause it to even be able to read it. Although your brain can easily analyze what the words mean by just glancing at it. It's not enough time for me to actually voice act the text, basically. Well, by that I mean it's not enough for me to read the text in a narrator's voice. Basically, like I normally... like I'd like to do, basically. With stuff that doesn't have any voice acting in it, basically. Well, I mean, for one voice acting, I don't mean like the noises you're hearing now, which is basically howls and grunts, but more actual dialogue. Oh crap. Oh crap, out. Triple crap, out. And one of those guys said Hollywood. You know, I feel like those guys should have been called something like, I don't know, Red Hot Willies? Oh great, now I'm... Oh great, now I'm... great. Okay, actually, I don't think I ever promised not to make the occasional lewd joke, I don't think. I don't think I ever promised that. Did I? Well, okay, I know I did a sucky job of it in one of my Let's Play in an episode of Spectre Torment, but I don't really remember much else about that episode. Because that's just how not memorable that episode really was for me. Especially since I don't think I did a great job describing stuff in general. And we're in a fancy hallway with a few too many, ow! Jackasses! Ouch! Okay, I'm back. Knives. Ow. I hope you all get a kick out of that. Huh. There's actually one more major ow change. And yeah, okay. One change you may have noticed... Well, okay, there's actually a change I didn't mention in the intro, is that you actually see Jessica in the intro in the Japanese version, and on the Sega CD version, although that little detail was removed from the US version, the arcade version. Well, the US arcade version removes the little detail where you could actually see the top of Jessica's body, and she's actually wearing a bra, basically on screen, during the ransom video, basically, sent by Damned, or Thrasher, basically, as he's known back in the 90s, basically. At least in North America, unless you played the arcade game, basically. Although I don't remember if they actually changed in the arcade game too in the US, or just in the console version. Actually, I think it was just the console version where they changed his name from Damned to Thrasher, I think. Yeah, sometimes I sometimes have to ask myself if the stuff I say is actually correct or not, because I sometimes feel like I gave the wrong detail on something, when I may not have actually done so. I just second guess myself too much sometimes. Yeah, you can see chandeliers, and some of these chandeliers have nice stuff you can use. Ow! Like maybe an extra life, except I don't think we're gonna get any of those, unfortunately. We keep dying so much. Now, granted, I did set this to have 4 lives per continue. Well, 4 lives per continue instead of 2, basically. But still, It takes a while to actually get to this point, at least in one setting. But anyway, it's probably been nearly an hour now, and we're not quite at the final boss yet. We're close, but not quite there. Oh, Hollywood. Okay. Okay, that's actually the name of the, that's actually the name of one of the knife guys, not the fire guys. So maybe my Red Hot Willy theory wasn't off after all. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Actually, I think they're just named Flamer or something like that. Still, I like to sort of imagine that they're still called Red Hot Willy in my head because I think that just sounds funnier. But anyway, there you go. Ah! Stop kicking the barrels, you idiots! Stop kicking the barrels! That is not proper behavior in this fine establishment. Now suffer consequences. Okay, we gotta fight two, not so lovely ladies. And their gentleman buddies. Well, I apologize for ruining this double date, but... or I guess a triple date now. But... and I guess a quadruple date now. You know what? Can you please stop bringing couples in for me to beat up before this... before this becomes a full-on ow. G. A full-on ouchie. Ouch. That hurt. That joke is so bad that hurt. Ouch. 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 It hurts so bad. That joke is so bad, it hurts like getting punched in the gut by a ninja. But now we're at the final boss. Which is one more interesting fact, basically. Well, we gotta fight through a couple more waves of these idiots first. But there's actually an interesting fact about this guy, in particular. And finally, I am overcoming the barrel menace. I am becoming stronger. And kicking your butts much harder. Oh, they're just called Hollywoods. Okay. So yeah, they're just called the same thing as some of the other guys. Okay. Still, I'm gonna refer to them as what I've been calling them, because I think that's a funnier name. In my opinion. But anyway, yeah! Come on! Ow! My face! And yeah, I'm actually, I hope the way I'm recording it currently isn't going to be an issue in terms of actually getting good audio, because, well, I had to keep it on the charger, which meant I had to keep it beside the computer instead of in front of the computer, basically. It should pick up the audio just as well, though, but in case, I will put a disclaimer saying, explaining a few audio oddities in this particular episode. Andre, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Abigail is basically a head swap and sprite recolor of Andre with a couple of new properties added in. Ow. By the way, Andre, this is just getting us ready for when we go into Street Fighter, by the way. So you better make sure you're ready for some sparring. Combo! Combo again! And come on. Ooh, counter! KO! The music's slow. Now for the build-up drama of what's going to happen when we enter this area. Yeah. Wait for the music to go back to normal. And final piece of trivia about this game. Basically, Blager is actually a guy who has to use a wheelchair to get around. Yeah, in the US version, they were kind of a bit uncomfortable with the fact that you're beating up a guy that's more or less crippled in the legs, because they didn't like the idea of you beating up a cripple. So they actually made it so that he actually has a couple of frames of a walking animation to make it look like he wasn't crippled. And really, he actually is crippled. Like, he can't really do much physically but hop around, trying to move around. But he does have a crossbow, which does quite a bit of damage. And he did kidnap Cody's girlfriend, so as much as I hate to beat up on someone who's actually disabled, I'm gonna have to for the sake of the city. You really shouldn't have used your crippled state as an excuse to get away with crap, sir. Because, ow! Ah, dang it. I hate it when people use handicaps to get away with stuff. Including you, scumbag! Oh, no medical bill is gonna fix that one. Ouch. And I apologize for the jokes I made just then. I respect people who have been through a lot, and I also respect people who have to live with their disabilities daily. I have nothing against them. I was just merely making some jokes about how the guy was basically a bad guy who actually used his disability to his advantage, basically, instead of having it as a disadvantage. At least I think that's what I was saying. I don't know, I got a little nervous suddenly when I said that, so please excuse my politically incorrect humor sometimes. But I hope you... But the thing is, guys, I'm not a guy that's about political correctness. I'm definitely about not being an asshole. And again, I have nothing against people with disabilities or who have been crippled. I was merely making jokes while also pointing out that the final boss is actually crippled, and how in the Super Nintendo version, they gave him some walking frames so you wouldn't be beating up a crippled dude. And we see Guy and Cody just walking from the place and going and probably chatting up about, dude, you do realize we just beat up a crippled guy to save the city, right? Yeah, but he was using his crippled state as a way to get away with stuff. Wow! Wowza! Wow, Guy! Way to be a dick! Way to be kind of a dick. But granted, okay, he kinda pushed Cody towards his girlfriend. It's like, hey, dude! She's trying to tell you something! Go over to her, jackass! I mean, I just found that scene hilarious. And we see some dialogue, and yeah, I'm not gonna try to read this simply because, okay, let me put in my name, well, or at least my initials, RST, game over. And apparently I got second highest score, apparently. Well, that was Final Fight for you. Overall, very fun beat 'em up, even though at times I did have my moments of, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me, deep down. But granted, since it's a game with unlimited continues and stuff, it was no problem, as long as you're willing to die at least a few times to get to your goal. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it. I had a lot of fun talking about trivia and making jokes along the way and just beating the ever-living crap out of bad guys. Like a boss. Anyway, guys, see you next time, and My next video is... I don't know what my next video should be. Okay, yeah, I know. How about another Sonic Generations episode? That ought to be good, right? See you guys then, and remember, fight for freedom, fight for peace, have fun, and good gaming.